been a lot going on, or going around about gun control. You know, some people, whenever there's a big mass shooting or anything like that, people are always like, we need more gun control, we need to restrict guns, people shouldn't be able to get these assault weapons. First of all, assault weapons don't exist, and assault rifles, they do exist, but they are not used for murdering people, like assault pistols or whatever. You know, you gotta, you know, you can't, people shouldn't be able to buy M16s and AK-47s and blah blah blah, and you can't buy those. You cannot buy them. There's almost no way that you can. They say, oh, there's the gun show loophole. The gun show loophole does not exist. The gun show loophole is the idea that somehow you can go to a gun show and you can literally just get a gun. You can just walk out with it and just kill someone, apparently. But the gun show loophole is not a thing, never has been, and never will be. People are like, oh, well, there's evidence that the gun show loophole exists. There is no direct evidence that the gun show loophole exists. There's only direct evidence that it doesn't exist, just like global warming. Now, you know, people say, oh, we need more gun control, we need more guns, you know, and to be honest, both sides are kind of crazy, because to say that we need more guns is sort of like, well, I mean, you know, whatever. I mean, you're allowed to have guns, you know, the Second Amendment says you're allowed to carry a weapon, you're allowed to have a weapon to protect yourself, and I think that is right. I think that, you know, that is a good thing to be able to have, because if you can't protect yourself, how are you supposed to keep someone from trying to kill you? You know, that's why we establish gun-free zones, as liberals say. Well, the thing is, with gun-free zones, every mass shooting that has happened in America since Columbine has been in, guess what, a gun-free zone. Why? Because there are no people there with guns. Nobody has a gun, so nobody is going to protect themselves. They don't have anything to protect themselves with. Therefore, they have no way of protecting themselves, so there aren't any guns. And then they're like, well, you know, we shouldn't have guns. Nobody should be able to get these assault weapons. Assault weapons don't exist. Assault rifles do. Assault weapon, I mean, this can be an assault weapon. I can assault somebody with that. That can be made into a weapon. This thing, whatever this is, can be made into a weapon. I can crack someone's skull with that. Literally anything can be a weapon. It can become an assault weapon, as you call it. There are no guns that are assault weapons. Nobody makes assault weapons. And to be honest, when you say that there's direct evidence about the gun show loophole, the gun show loophole does not exist. There's no such thing. You have to have a background check before you can buy a gun, before you can walk out of that place with a gun that you bought. You have to have a background check. There's no way you can do it without it. You can't just be like, all right, here's cash, let me go kill someone. That doesn't happen. And guns are not for killing people. They say, oh, well, in areas where there are more guns, people are killed more. The murder rate is higher. That is not true. In areas where there are more guns, people die less. There are less shooting-related injuries or homicides because of people have guns in those areas. That's the only reason why. And you know, people definitely say, oh, we need less guns, you know, we need more guns. And the thing is, you know, you don't need less guns. And I'm not saying, you know, have like a big stockpile of guns or something. I'm just saying, you know, to be able to protect yourself with the Second Amendment, that is perfectly fine, because they knew the founding fathers knew there would become a time where we needed to protect ourselves, because at that time there was a time we needed to protect ourselves, and now there's a time that we need to protect ourselves again. And we are in this battle with this is a whole nother video, I guess. We're in a battle with ISIS, saying that, you know, people are like, oh, well, you're saying Islam is a religion of hate and everything. And it is. And that is exactly what Islam stands for. Is for murder and death. They don't like anybody who's not a Muslim. And there's those crazy Islamists who are like, oh, well, you're not crazy and you don't want to blow yourself up, so we hate you too. They hate gay people, they hate Christians, they hate everyone. That's why the thing that happened in Orlando happened, because they do not like gay people. The radical Islamic people, they do not like that. They hate it. It is one of the worst things they think ever. And they also think Christians are terrible, and Muslims who are not radicalized. So what we have to do is, as people, we have to stand for what is right. And what is right is not death. We have to stand for peace and love. And that is not what the crazy Islamist people stand for. They're like, well, you can't tell a difference between, a Muslim and an Islamist. They're the same thing, But, we don't know what's wrong with these people. They're just being radicalized somehow, just mental issues or something. And nobody knows. But we do know that it is the religion. It is the ancient religion of Islam. Not Muslims, but the ancient religion of Islam. They are crazy jihadists. And we have to fight that.